EA Sports, within the game. Boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hands.
Let's go. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, but I pushed the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The Catamounts who talent don't average out.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. On first down, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. In motion right is the tight end. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, what's the head coach thinking?
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Watson on first down. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run on first down. Tatum, and some room to maneuver. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the 10. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The York on now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down, Tatum, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Connects with Duvernay, and he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go, it's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the tight end goes in motion left. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Watson's going to throw it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.